Every single haunted location has got shadow people. Everything that I was seeing was a shadow person. I will start with the children stuff again. How is this historically accurate? Haunted amusement park with no spirits. Stop pushing a narrative. Hey there, my fellow spooky seekers. Welcome to another episode of Paranormal Tuesdays. My name is Sissy or Mia, depending on which alter ego decides to show up, and I'm a psychic witch, medium, clairvoyant, basically a jack of all trades when it comes to the paranormal. On Tuesdays, we sit down and I'm reacting to paranormal investigations, and I'm telling you what I can see, hear, feel, what I think they're doing right, wrong, and just deconstructing the paranormal to its rawest form. But if you're also interested in witchcraft, spirituality, angels, demons, tarot, and all that jazz, I'm going into full depth, full into the rabbit hole on my Witchcraft Wednesdays episodes. I don't know if they're gonna be up by now, but I'm saying it either way. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified when all of those are up. Anyway, shut up. We have overnight. And just from the first frame that I see of this one, I'm gonna get pissed off because we have that guy from Exploring with Fighters, and I'm saying he's Corey 2.0. If you haven't seen the Pendle Hill thing with him, yeah, I don't like that guy. Also, if you're new here, I think that we have when I'm reacting is that I'm eating. So if you see me eating, mind your business. But let us get to it. Finally done. Truly cannot be disputed. I think the ramen can be disputed, but who am I to say anything? I'm just a witch on the YouTube.
About 60% of its population. Plague was spread by fleas on rats and caused severe symptoms such as blackened skin, fever, and painful swellings. The dead piled up faster than they could be buried.
That's what you get for killing witches and their cat familiars. Ah, too many rats.
As London expanded, many of these secret mass graves were uncovered by accident. Workers reported finding large piles of bones and entire tombs beneath the bridge, many of which were hastily covered up, never to be spoken of again. Yet they were known by grave robbers who would target the tombs to steal bodies for medical dissection. In the 20th century, rumors emerged of secret cults and occult practitioners using the tunnels beneath the bridge to summon spirits and demons. Some explorers have found evidence of animal sacrifices, altars, and strange symbols etched into the walls. The area in which we are investigating tonight is truly unknown to what extreme extent of bodies have been disposed.
You know what I hate? Right? And that is a thing for me, with a disclaimer in the fucking beginning. Every time they say about animal sacrifices, it's always with a connotation of pagan and Satanist groups that already is like, oh my god, you're pagan, oh my god, you're a Satanist, you're just killing people. But they forget that Christianity has also sacrificed animals to the Christian God. Okay? Christianity has done it too. So why is it every time animal sacrifice it's being used in that sense of being like, let's scare you because we're just gonna give the thing of like it was Satanists that did it and it was like demons. think of the story of Cain and Abel. Who was the one? One would give out as offerings to God crop and everything that he would grow, and the other one he would give livestock, animal sacrifice to God. It's in the Christian Bible. It's in the Christian religion, animal sacrifice.
Dispose of them, as the government made a choice to only excavate a few inches into the soil and not disturb the rest. Yet given that it is directly under the London Bridge, it is believed that the mass majority of victims to the many plagues were all buried precisely here. For nearly 5 years, no one has been allowed to conduct a paranormal investigation of this area, and it seems the spirits, entities, or demons within these tombs have been relentlessly waiting to communicate.
Or people have been relentlessly waiting for the paranormal to see that the paranormal makes money, and they have set it up like that. Yeah, I'm not disregarding the history, because that happened. And do you see my latest overnight reactions? I keep saying history over fiction. But I'm not denying the history. I'm not denying that thousands, millions of people died, right? I'm not denying that. I'm not saying that. But no one has been allowed to investigate here. Maybe because it didn't fucking exist. They were setting it up because that doesn't look like fucking catacombs. Catacombs. I can never fucking say those words that are like... They're like OMBS. But there's no B. And there's no O. It's a OO.
The Museum of London that came in did an archaeological dig. The oldest ones go back to the 1000s, but the biggest cluster comes from the 1600s. The figure that we've got to know as Shadow Man. And Shadow Man is basically rumoured to be very much a large, shadowy figure that is seen around the site. Our staff members normally see him at least a couple of times a week.
Shadowy figures are very common. Okay? That's how it started with me when I was developing my clairaudience. Everything that I was seeing was a shadow person. You couldn't say it was a man or a woman because it was just a shadow. You couldn't tell. Okay? You could not tell. It was a shadow person. Every single haunted location has got shadow people because that's how they present themselves. Every spirit, every ghost is a shadow person because if you haven't developed your clairaudience, this is how you will see them. Okay, if you see a genuine apparition of them, that's how you will see them, as a shadow person. Even have I talked about this before? I was in the beginnings, like I said, with my clairvoyance. Fuck me, clairvoyance. And I could see this shadow person everywhere that I was going. And it was very weird for me because the way I've warded and protected my room, my space, and myself is that nothing that is not for me, to my highest good intention and, you know, that will help me, cannot enter this space. So the fact that not only this thing was in my house, but it was in my room, I'm like, why does the shadow person is here? And later on I started doing data work, but the shadow person was there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I did a reading, which was again very funny, because I had to do the reading 3 or 4 times, because I kept getting the same result. And I'm like, there is no way that's her, there's no way that's her. Why would you want to work with me? Why would she be here? Every time on the cards it showed that it was Lilith, and as soon as I figured it was Lilith, that shadowy person was gone, and it was Lilith because I could see her. I had the open mind to see her because I didn't want to. I didn't think that she would want to be around me and to help me, and so it's also about being open, because even though I was developing my clairvoyance and I could see more clearly and every other shadow person was gone, that was still there. I hadn't been open to it, to her, and I was still seeing her as a shadow person. So, because you're not open to it, because you haven't developed your clairaudience, everything will show up as a shadow person. I can't. The fact that I had to explain this is just, yeah.
This is where we start getting into the territory of Jack the Ripper. One of the suspects in the case.
Fun fact, there is a Jack the Ripper tour that you can take around London. My partner took it with some of his friends, and motherfucker didn't take me.
Documents are real too. Yeah, because to build some of these things to look that realistic, or just get them.
So obviously, we know about the Shadow Man.
Yeah.
We know about Emily.
Yes.
And we know there's over 1,000 bodies below us. What's our game plan with establishing who we're talking to? Are we going for an aim of someone, or are we just gonna see what happens?
I'm okay with seeing what happens. Then obviously, if we encounter the Shadow Man, then we go down that rabbit hole. If we happen to see the girl in white, let's go down that rabbit hole. I mean, to not have investigators here in the last 4 to 5 years, and even then they were doing it infrequently.
Yeah.
Means no one's tried to bridge that gap.
There's so many kids' bodies buried in the bridge. To give it a good look.
So are women's and children's bodies. Are we starting with the children's stuff again? Are we seriously starting with the children's stuff again? Stop with the children's stuff. It's heartbreaking as it is. Okay? That so many children died. There are also people that died. Are there bad people? Yes. Are there people who had nothing to do with any of it? And they were just innocent? Yeah. Did some people deserve to die? And you're glad that they did? Fuck yeah. It wasn't just children. Stop pushing a narrative. We said, let's see how it flows. You are trying to start to push a narrative. Stop. Actually, altogether, shut your mouth. Don't talk. Don't talk. Yeah? Shh. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
And we're in the authentic original.
Exactly.
The only section of the bridge that is still here.
So technically, we've got bodies below us and bodies above us.
You're really good at this, man. That was
7 years in the game.
that was a really good thing.
It shows.
Dude, that was crazy. Yeah, damn.
I'm hyped up.
Oh, I'm fucking ready, dude. I'm like, yeah, two. Dude, I'm hyped right now.
Also, can we talk about the fact? So you have allegedly built it on top of the catacombs of London, right? And you have converted it into a haunted attraction. So you are right now disrespecting the dead. Why the fuck will we put a circus and all the clowns and all fun and games in this one? What does this have to do with it? If all the bodies are from the bubonic plague era, why would they have that? Why would they have a more of a 17th, 18th, 19th century type of pub when the bubonic plague was, what did I say, like 1200? So 13th century. Why would we talk about Jack the Ripper, or we're talking about bodies that have been there from the bubonic plague? Jack the Ripper, Ripper, Sag, the Ripper, Jack the Ripper, was what, in early 1900s or like late 1800s? Wait, 1888. So yeah, like late in 1800s. Bubonic plague. Wait, let me just, because I do remember a 1207, but let's just confirm it. No, 1353. So 14th century. Okay. I was wrong. What was it, 1207 that it said? I don't remember. But there was something that was showed about 1207, wasn't it? Was in the beginning? $1665, what was that about? I didn't pay attention to so much. Wait. They don't love you like I love you.
The that brings us here tonight is due to the Black Death and secret burials beneath the bridge. The bubonic plague, also known as the Black Death of 1347 to 1351, swept through Europe and devastated London in the mid-14th century. The plague killed an estimated 75 to 200 million people in Europe, and London lost about 60% of its population. The plague was spread by fleas on rats and caused severe symptoms such as blackened skin, fever, and painful swellings. The dead piled up faster than they could be buried, and during the height of the plague, thousands of bodies were secretly buried in mass graves beneath and around the London Bridge to prevent further spread of disease and due to overcrowded churchyards. The plague caused widespread fear, with many believing it was a punishment from God. Rituals, prayers, and even occult practices were carried out in an attempt to stop the suffering. Nothing worked. In 1665, the Great Plague of London struck again, killing an additional 100,000 people. The areas around the bridge, including the tunnels and tombs beneath it, were used once again to bury the dead in secret. Further adding...
Okay, fine. I might have been wrong onto that. Okay, 1665. Still, I don't think all the like circus things and all that stuff. Pubs around that time, I don't think, because I see very much newer kind of the way you would put a pint. I don't know how these are called. Anyway, it's very newer. If you were trying to kind of recreate how it used to be back then, fine, I get it, but don't give a mostly modern pub, because even modern pubs, they're still like old pubs. So again though, Jack the Ripper, what the fuck does Jack the Ripper have to do with it? It was 2 centuries later. Yeah. I was trying to do the math. So you have made it a haunted attraction based on what sells, not as to what happened and the historical facts of that place. Oh la 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 la.
I have not moved.
No way. Please tell me that's got the right... Dude, that whole thing just moved.
He did kind of. He didn't lean, but he was.
This whole f***ing cabinet just did this.
If it... Okay.
Move back your right leg slightly. Bro, the whole thing moved. This whole thing just did that. It went right here to here.
I thought that was you guys moving your feet.
No,
you were walking.
no. I swear absolutely on my life.
My feet did not move. It should show up on his body cam. Because I still haven't moved my feet. For me to get back to touch it, I'd have to be like kind of off balance. You know what I mean? Like I feel
You
like
were
I would,
kind of off balance,
I would
though.
kind of fall.
You were kind of off balance, though.
Right back your right leg slightly.
You know that you can, what's the word that I'm looking for? You can, I can't even find it in Greek. You can tense your muscles, right? You know the thighs are muscles, so even if he wasn't moving, like his feet weren't moving, if his thigh was touching on the cabinet and he kind of just tensed his muscle because, you know, for whatever reason his legs might be in pain, so he just tense. It happens. You don't do it like what's the word, like instinctively. Well, you can't do it instinctively, but you don't do it on purpose. It happens. Your thigh is tense. So if his thigh tensed and it was touching on the cabinet, and you saw how easy it is to move. It's not heavy. That could have set it off. I don't think there was a spirit doing it. I think that was just his thigh tensing, because his whole legs couldn't have moved. Like, they didn't move. His legs didn't move. You don't have to move your legs to tense your muscles. Like, I can't even do it. Like, even I am doing it right now, right? Okay, but you can't see it because obviously. Actually, I'm gonna take a video of it. Like, I don't move. I'm not moving my legs, but I am tensing my muscle, and especially my thigh muscle. So that could have happened. That could have happened. So I mean, you're not able to see much, but
Hey. Please tell me that's got the right... Dude, that whole thing just moved.
Any opinion on who you were or are today. We just only want to hear answers. And your word.
so he kind of just moved as well. Look, let's put it. Will we see anything if we put on 075?
That whole thing just moved.
Any opinion on who you were or are today. We just only want to hear answers. Or are today. We just only want to hear answers. And your word today. We just only want to hear answers. And you're willing to share. Only want to hear answers. And your word today. We just only want to hear answers. And your word.
Yeah, you can't tell, but it could have been a thigh tensing. That's what I have to say.
That? That was not a train.
It did sound like a tube.
But it's
You, out of all people, should know. Which one is it?
It was almost the
Northern?
same, like,
Elizabeth?
pattern as was you were describing before with like the wavering
District?
building.
Need a voice. Overload.
Overcoat.
Warning.
Warning.
What are you trying to warn us about?
Long shot, but overcoat could be black. Possible the Shadow Man. I mean, I hate to say it, but to be fair, if we've been talking to...
Or every doctor of the plague, they used to wear these long overcoats. Just suggestion.
Are you one of the children that was buried there?
What if that same entity is like...
I wanna check. There is no archaeological evidence that children were buried in the foundations of London Bridge, but some believe this is the case. Alice Bertha Gom, later Lady Gom, proposed in 1894 that the lyrics of the nursery rhyme "London Bridge is falling down" refer to the burial of children in the bridge's foundations. Gom's theory was based on the medieval belief that structures would be stronger if a person was entombed in their foundation. She believed that the lyrics "Take the key and lock her up" referred to this practice. In 2007, bodies were found beneath London Bridge during construction of the London Dungeons tourist attraction. London Bridge is Falling Down is a singing game that can be played with fire. I don't care. Because it's based on the song that this conspiracy, because that's what the fuck it is, was based on someone's interpretation of a song, of a nursery rhyme. I could tell you now my interpretation. Actually, no. Trump's interpretation of Paris Paloma's labor song is actually that women want to be controlled and want to be a mother and a maid and a breeding stock for men. That is Trump's interpretation, and based on that interpretation, that's what we're doing to women. That's not what's actually true. There is no archaeological evidence that children were buried at the foundations of the London Bridge. I know this, I don't know if it's folklore, because we have that as well in Greece. There is a bridge that every time they build it, it would just get destroyed. They will build it again, it would get destroyed. Build it, destroyed. Until I think it was accidental that a woman fell in the foundations and they built it on top and it never fell again. You know, I think it's folklore. There is no archaeological evidence that children were buried in the foundations for good luck. No archaeological evidence. This is all a conspiracy. Okay? Okay.
Projecting from that room. And we're just hearing it here, which is also like the noise.
Exactly.
I just want to see what happens when we get closer.
You just don't know the spread out of energy they have.
No. Okay.
Child. Shadows. Seen here.
Yeah.
Child's buried in the bridge.
No, we're not. Fun fact. Also, yeah. I didn't talk about this before. What the fuck? What the fuck does a gladiator, whatever the fuck his name is, have to do with victims dying from Black Death? Yeah? Even if you don't like it, England you became what you are because of the Romans, because Romans made Britain what it is. Okay? And gladiators were of Roman origin. We know that. You haven't watched Gladiator? What are you doing? What does this have to do with victims of the bubonic plague? Our trusted friend, Google. When were gladiators around? Hear this out. Gladiators were professional fighters who were active in the Roman Empire from around 100 BCE to 404 CE. Bubonic plague, 1360 something, 1340 something, 14th century. Gladiators up until the 5th. How is this historically accurate and not based on conspiracies? Say hi to Diego.
What is that?
That sounds like dragging.
Yeah, but that could sound like a tube though.
Told us to stay there.
And loud thumps. Thumps and dragging.
And almost, yeah, like someone dropped almost like a body and then dragged it.
Was that you that was making the thumping noise that we just heard?
It seems like we might not be speaking to a child that was buried here for good luck. But we're definitely speaking to somebody here.
Because there was no children.
Is it possible? What is that?
Buried for good luck.
What is that?
That is definitely the train.
Is it possible that the entity
That is
we're
definitely
talking
the tube or the train. That's
is that of
definitely
somebody
that.
whose
Come
body
on.
was forgotten here?
And it's either the Northern or the Jubilee line. Is a tube.
Can you tell me?
Bible verse.
Do you need help passing on?
And you can help them pass on, yeah?
If you need help passing on, please turn that light out. Come away from the torch.
It's actually flickering. We can read all of the right chapters and verses that can help you pass on. You just need to know that's what you want to happen. It's weird when you talk, it flickers.
We truly can help you. If you're one of the people who are buried here without a priest, without a blessing, without a marked grave, on not consecrated ground, non-holy ground, and you need help passing on, we can help. But we just need a little bit of communication.
You can't. You don't know how to.
Am I the only one saying
Fuck.
this?
Corey
Yeah,
2.0.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always affiliate a sheep's head with demonic,
Yeah.
Church of Satan, and those types of things.
3, 2.
I didn't understand what you said, so
I
I'm
believe
not
you
gonna
want us to
comment.
read some form of a Bible verse or passage. Could you tell us which one it is?
So I heard Matthew 22:4. And come on, that goes like, again he sent other servants saying, tell those who are invited, see, I have prepared my dinner. My oxen and my fat calves have been slaughtered and everything is ready. Come to the wedding feast. So, the parable touches on Israel's rejection of the Messiah and salvation by grace. Jesus summarized the message with the phrase, many are called but few are chosen. We had many slaughtered in there, like calves. So again, I don't know the Bible. Like, I know the Bible, but I don't know verses. That's what I heard. That's what it said. Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Did you notice? Elton started looking down. Then Dan started looking down. Then Dan moved from where the lights were. And as soon as he stepped off, stopped.
We could find you help. We could finally help you and the rest of other spirits that are stuck here. Release you guys from the pain and misery from the Shadow Man.
I think he likes that. I think he likes that.
Is there a way we can help you?
Yes.
We just need to figure out how.
I mean, once the video comes out, hopefully, to the psychics, to the mediums, to the witches, whoever that could come and help.
Your blanket.
Which psychic was here? 2 cents. There must be thousands of bodies under there. Not only will we not know, which child you were talking to, but can you imagine how long it would take? Because every single person is an individual. You can't just... You have to take, at least in my practice, you have to take its individual soul as an individual. You can't do a mass passing over. Passing on. Ah, you'll go to heaven. Some of them might have been pagan. So you can't... You have to do the ritual for every single person. For every single spirit. Is that me saying I don't want to help? Of course I want to help. It would take my whole life. And more. Not only passing them on, but also figuring out if it's them. It's a lot. You can't be the only child, boy, that is there. I understand your sentiment, I really do. And it's very nice of you. and I want to help. But some things you just can't. Yeah. Fuck it, I am not finishing this shit. I'm not. I can't. I think this is one of those ones that I literally couldn't finish. I tried. I almost fell asleep. Like, there is nothing holding me. There is nothing intriguing me. There is nothing. It is not haunted. It's a haunted attraction, but it is not haunted. Is there a thing that happened? All those lives lost a shame? Yes. Is it haunted? That particular place? No. That attraction? No. Think of it as a haunted amusement park with no spirits. Yeah, take it as an amusement park, like a horror amusement park, a horror themed amusement park. But there is no paranormal stuff actually happening. There is no spirits. There is yeah. Cue the Brittany Browski. Everything you have with the dragon and stuff. There is literally the Northern and Jubilee line right on top. London Bridge. You should be right under London Bridge. That's going right on top. You say, Dan, that doesn't sound like a train, but it sounds like a fucking tube. Which is what the Northern and Jubilee line are. Have you been inside the tube? Have you heard what that fucking sounds like? I fucking hate it. I couldn't finish it. I couldn't. Hoping the other ones are nice. I want to see the ones in Ireland, because from what I saw, there is the Wicklow gal. Which, fun fact, when I went to Ireland, I stayed in Wicklow, and I know where the Wicklow gal is. I didn't know it was haunted. I was passing by it every fucking day. It's not. I'll just leave that. I'll leave that for that episode, but la 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 la. Yeah. Fuck. Fuck. I will see you next time. Bye.